far as your CD, it was recorded at a church, I believe.
Yeah, there's a studio called Catherine North in Hamilton,
Okay.
and it's just like, it's wicked. It's this old church that was turned into a studio, but it's all open concept. There's no like vocal booths or drum rooms or anything. It's just one big room.
Yeah.
And you just sit there in the middle of the room and record, and anybody else who's in the room has to just be very quiet and let it happen. So you get a really nice live sort of organic feeling to the record. I kind of wanted it to sound like it was just me with an acoustic guitar singing for you, as opposed to like this big huge production. You know, because I think so many records nowadays just seem so completely overproduced.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know, like everything you hear on the radio now is just like this big, huge, friggin' like
It's
sonically perfect thing. And it's like, you know, no one's perfect. And computers have changed the way people think about that. You know, like you don't have to be able to sing nowadays. You can just fix it. And you don't have to be able to drum nowadays. You can just fix it. And I did like, you know, 2 or 3 takes, and I just picked the one that felt the best. Of each song. And I mean, a couple of things we had to add in afterwards because it was just me and my friend Dan making it, so we can't play all the instruments at the same time. But we tried to make it as live as possible. Like there's a few songs on there where it's like first take. I just sat there and sang and played guitar, and we picked it maybe because I, you know, and it's funny because like now that I've been touring on it, I probably played the songs better live now than I did on the record. But it's still like it was the moment and the character that it had, and that's kind of the record I wanted to make.
Yeah.
The first record, it was just me and a guitar, you know, and that was it. Some piano, but this one I had more ideas, you know, so I got my friend Dan to come in and just help me with the stuff I couldn't play, and he kind of, I think, gets what I'm going for, you know, so.
What do you have in mind for, you know, the future for City&Colour as of right now with everything going on? I
have lots of songs like started and stuff, but I'm pretty much my main focus right now is like just Alexis on Fire, like I think doing this record really made me miss it, which is what I needed. Because when I went and made this record, I wasn't missing Alexis. Like I wasn't missing playing in a heavy band, you know. Yeah. So now I super miss it, and like we have about 17 new songs written, and hopefully we're gonna record in the winter, and then so. But I have tons of new stuff going. I'm just always writing and playing and stuff. So I'm sure. So go ahead. Sorry.
So the main focus will always be Alexis on Fire, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, but. You know, like I don't really know if I'll, you know, I don't think that we'll be being Alexis on Fire forever. You know, like I just don't know if I see myself at 40 years old, like running around. Rocking out. Like I just don't know. Maybe you never know what'll happen. You know, I don't know if George's voice will hold up that long, or, but I know that I'll always play music. You know, so that's kind of what City&Colour is for. Just whenever I have an idea that I feel like all I need to do is get it out myself, and that's what that's for.
That's awesome. So I've heard you do a little skating, or did a little skating back in the day.
All my life still.
Do you try and skate on tour on your spare time?
About 3 years ago on Alexis tour, I broke my ankle skateboarding, and I had to wear a walking cast for the whole tour. Wow. And that was there was some of the lowest points in my life on that tour, like where I just felt so like helpless, and so that really kind of put a damper on me skating on tour. But now I've brought it back, and I skate every once in a while. But right before this tour, I fell and hurt my wrist a little bit. Oh, man. And it's starting to bother me a little bit now. So I'm trying to think maybe I should stop skating a little bit now. But I probably won't. I'll still skate, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm a skater myself, so it's one of those things you can't let go of. You get hurt so much. And
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're going to skateboard, you're going to get hurt. But it's just a bummer now that I have to worry about my hands, you know? Exactly. Because, I mean, like, when I broke my ankle, I fell doing nothing. Like, I fell, like, stepping out of a trick that I wasn't going to land. You know what I mean?
Those
like,
are the worst ones.
Exactly. Like, I was just doing a backside 50-50 on a ledge. Yeah. And I just, like, my front truck kind of, like, didn't lock in, so I just stepped off because I knew I wasn't going to get into it. And I stepped on a curb that I didn't see underneath and just broke my foot. You know? So it was like, I wasn't even trying anything good. And then the other day when I fell, I just was doing like a front lip slide on a ledge. Oh, man. And I just slipped out. Yeah. And of course you just slip, and that's it, you know? So it's like, I don't know, I don't even do crazy stuff anymore, you know? Like, I'm almost 30.
Yeah,
like,
you have to take care of yourself.
Plus I just can't anymore. I can't skate like I did when I was 18 anymore, you know? Like, I just do it because I love it. So. True. That's awesome. So you're a street skater. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. It's crazy whenever I'm in Los Angeles because
it's like all the best spots around.
Well, yeah, being from Canada, like, you grow up like watching these videos and seeing all these spots like today, like just driving by like Hollywood High and stuff, and seeing the ledges and the rail and stuff, and there was dudes skating it, and I was just like, you know what I mean, like, and I
that's when the ADD comes in.
Yeah, and I was at the Mac store yesterday, and I met Danny Gonzalez, who used to ride for Stereo.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I was like, "Are you Danny Gonzalez?" And he was like, "Yeah."
He's a big local here.
Yeah, that was weird. It's weird for me though, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm from this small town in Canada, and so, but it's awesome.
Definitely. Well, you and I should definitely do a little skate session one of these days. So maybe a game of skate.
I don't have my board with me right now on this tour, but maybe next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
We'll get together and do it.
Sure.
Thank you so much for the interview. It's been a pleasure.
No worries,
So
dude. Thank you.
thank you. And we wish you the best of luck with Alexis on Fire and City&Colour. So hope to see you soon.
Cool.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Keep an eye out on City&Colour and Alexis on Fire. You want to drop your MySpace?
MySpace.com/AlexisOnFire, and then City&Colour's in the top friends there.